Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what global warming is doing to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what global warming is doing to me?
My name is Justin, and I'm working on something with global warming with my science class, and how global warming affects the earth and the animals. And we went on a trip to Rutgers, and we learned about all global warming and how it's affecting our ozone and all that, and that's why the weather's changing drastically, getting storms. But yeah, we're just learning how to prevent that.
What motivated us to do the project about global warming was that we have 2 turtles in our fields here in Collier High School, and during the winter the turtles dig holes and they hibernate. Because of global warming, one of the turtles thought it was time to stop hibernating and he wanted to look for food, so therefore he went out of his hole and he was looking for food.
The ground overnight froze over, so he couldn't go back under the ground and continue hibernation. So what we had to do was we had to bring it inside for a day and wait for the ground to unfreeze, and then we dug a little hole and
We put it in its hole and then we put the dirt on top of it.
our overall objective is to teach people that the living and non-living components of the ecosystem rely on each other, and global warming is having a negative effect on that. So when humans drive and when they use a lot of energy and leave their lights on, factories are actually working overtime because we're using up all of our energy, which is causing a lot of pollution, which is being released up into the air and actually trapping the sun's heat and causing the planet to actually heat up more and get warmer. Due to all of this, the Earth's temperature has risen 1 degree Fahrenheit over the last century.
I think our main goals are to really understand what kind of impact it has on the animals and how we need to change it.
One of the major things we're focusing on is that it's hard for animals to actually adapt to all the sudden changes of weather. It's cold one day and then it's warm the next. The one issue of animals trying to adapt so fast is that by the year 2050, over 1 million species of animals will be extinct.
Well, we all thought that doing a play would be really great for the kids, so they can really just get a taste of it.
A lot of classes have helped us put this play together. It has made a big impact on our school.
The main students that are in the play, like the actors, they were assigned an animal that they wanted to be, and they actually had to do research on that specific animal. So for me, I'm the turtle, so I had to do research on how the turtle was affected by global warming. And after we put on the play, the little kids are going to interview us and ask us questions like what happens if the ground freezes over and you can't get back in, and what happens if you can't find food, things like that.
I feel that this is a fantastic, thing to do, and I feel like it's just going to do something, and show people how much, we care, and let the kids know that, because the world is in danger right now. We need to help it.
And all the animals said,
There must be global warming.
I learned so much when we were making this play. It's going to be fun when we do this play for the little kids, because they're going to learn more about it, and they're going to look at us like, wow, we didn't know about this.
This project that we're doing is very important, and we always knew that this was important, and I think that we're really taking it in our hands now to help our younger generation to really get their hands on global warming and what not to do and what to do.
I think this play will be a success if even just one student learns about global warming.
how many people so far have learned something new that they didn't know this morning? Give me your hand if you could just put that up.
It creates a harsh environment for animals to live.
The thing I learned was that global warming affects lots of animals, and animals get really harmed, and you shouldn't litter.
We should try to stop global warming because we don't want to make other animals die, and we want them to stay healthy just like us.
And it was a lot of hard work, but in the end it was really worth it, and it was a lot of fun to do. One of the main components after educating the students of global warming is that they're given a letter for their families to sign, and it's to the congressman or woman. It's for Congress to pass comprehensive climate and energy legislation.
So you get this great certificate that you can take home, and then there's also a list of things that you can do at home and in your classroom that your teacher has to help you. You can bring it home and talk to your family about it and how you could help at home.
I think this project really impacted me because I love animals, and it really got me to think of how animals feel, and it's just not fair, and it just makes me a little upset. I really just want to take action in it and
We thought, like, what could humans do to help?
be creative. Like, for instance, this play. It's gonna really make a big impact on those kids because they're young, and they're still learning, and they have a lot to learn in science still.
I realized how bad global warming is because it started decreasing animals' lives and they were really affected by it. And I felt upset because I'd never noticed how much it really affected animals on how they have to live, on how they have to eat, and
I'm really into telling people about this, really getting people involved, and just see where it takes us for the future.
I am going to do my best on reducing my carbon footprint.
Like, the overall thing is to just raise awareness of what's going on and what the effects are of global warming, because it's actually harming a lot more than people realize.
I think we should, just get together, have like a recycle club or something like that, or put recycle bins in every school, every classroom, and having little notices on the switch on the light switches to remind us to shut the lights off when we leave the room so we can conserve energy. And let's see, we could use bikes more. We can go outside on our bikes instead of drive. Save the world.